Thank you so much for coming in today, Lynn. It's a pleasure to have you. So, Seabourn Quest recently emerged from dry dock following a significant refurbishment. Beyond the visual enhancements, what was the vision behind the redesign, and how do the reimagined spaces reflect the evolving expectations of today's luxury traveller?
Yes, I mean, exciting. We've spent, I think the most we've ever spent on a dry dock, so very exciting for Seabourn Quest. And it's really, as a luxury brand, you're forever evolving that brand and enhancing it. And the luxury traveler really wants to, see the difference if you're changing anything to
Yeah.
do with the brand and the product. So the ship looks amazing. And they've really designed the new design. It's a kind of a mix of between land and sea. The carpets are stunning. They're, like waves going along the seashore. And in Seabourn Square, we've got more of a bistro style, and we've changed the menus. So we're doing more. We've always had little breakfast bits and Birkenmuesli and yogurts, and then at lunch, little sandwiches, and then afternoon tea in the afternoon, and our wonderful gelato is there. But now we've added more things to the menu, so you can get toasties and a few hot dishes as well,
Lovely.
which we think our guests will really, really love.
What's your favourite part of the ship?
Oh, well, I like being outside. So I love, on the bigger ships, I love being in the retreat, which is on one of the higher decks. It has a hot tub and it has cabanas where,
Oh, lovely.
you have your own menu for lunch, and we serve Bollinger up there, and that's very lovely. In the evenings, I love going to the observation bar before lunch for drinks and cocktails.
That sounds idyllic.
I think my favorite restaurant is Earth and Ocean because it's outside by the pool, and the menu is very special there. So we
Jealous.
need to get you on
Yeah,
board so you can
please.
see which is your favorite part of the ship.
So, Seabourn introduced a number of new ocean and expedition voyages for 2028 to 2029. Which itineraries do you feel best showcase the unique experiences that only Seabourn can deliver, and why?
Oh, that's a difficult one because there aren't many places in the world that we don't sail to. And obviously, we have our 3 ocean ships, but we also have our 2 expedition ships. So, if you want to go Arctic or Antarctic, it's expedition ships. Anywhere else in the world is on the ocean ships. Japan has been a game changer. We've really changed a lot of our itineraries for that Japan Asia experience. We do a lot of research with our guests. Again, the luxury guests, they've traveled extensively. So we always want to make sure we're offering destinations that they may not have been to before. And the great thing about Seabourn is our ships are small, so we can go to those smaller ports that the bigger ships can't get to. And when we're there, we're really going into the destination in very small groups, and we're doing things with the local communities, and we're shopping with the chef, where the guests go with a big bag of money round the markets, and we let them choose some of the cheeses and the local dishes. We buy local wines. So destination's really important to us. Alaska's a huge destination for us this year. We put the biggest ship there, the Seabourn Encore, and the scores are coming back really, really well from the guests. But we don't just go to Alaska. We really go into the misty fjords and the smaller ports that the big ships can't go to on kayaks and Zodiacs, which is the Ventures by
It
Sea
sounds really immersive.
program. And then, even in the Med, we're going to ports that we probably haven't heard of before. Same in Asia, Vietnam, Cambodia, and then obviously around South America. So Canada, New England, the list goes on. So always looking for those new destinations and taking our guests to maybe places they haven't been before.
Fantastic. Do you have a favourite itinerary?
I'm a bit of a Med girl because when we go to the Med, our two daughters come with us. Of course they do. So we love to go to the Med and just wander around the ports and try the local dishes and the local wines. I'm hoping to go to Asia next year. I've done it by land, but not by sea. So I think that would be quite special. Alaska's amazing. I mean, everybody should go to Alaska at least once. It's just amazing. And Antarctica's on my list as well.
Long list.
Yeah, long list.
So as Seabourn approaches its 40th anniversary in 2028, how do you plan to commemorate this monumental occasion?
Well, 40 years is Ruby, and I had my Ruby anniversary last year. I know I look far too young, but anyway. So really exciting for Seabourn. I mean, Seabourn started in 1988, and we were really pioneers for the small luxury yacht-like experience, and then it's evolved from there over the years. And so we're really excited. We've got special itineraries planned. We've got events on board. We've got a new logo, the 40th Ruby logo, and we've certainly got exciting things planned here in the UK for our travel partners as well as our guests who are coming on board our ships. I think we'll all be wearing ruby red over the next couple of years, but very exciting. And the World Cruise, the 2028 World Cruise, that mirrors parts of the very first cruises that we did 1988. So she's going through the Panama Canal. She's actually going down to Antarctica on the World Cruise, selling really, really well. So again, for guests, if you want to do that World Cruise in 28, yes, you really need to think about it fairly soon.
The Seabourn Conversations programme has become a distinctive part of the guest experience. What makes a truly memorable speaker on board? And are there any recent guests or upcoming conversations that particularly capture the spirit of the programme?
Yes, our Seabourn Conversations programme is really, we think it's really quite different. You know, many cruise lines offer speakers, but where we're a little bit different is our speakers not only do talks or lectures in our Grand Salon, but they also dine with our guests. They host cocktail parties. They will go with our guests ashore on various shore excursions. Our Seabourn conversationalists are really well-renowned. They might be authors or artists or politicians. We've had astronauts. They're really educated, but they also love sharing their stories or their academia with our guests. I mean, we all love Claire Balding, for example. She's one of our conversationalists, as in Anne Cleeves, who wrote the Vera and Shetland stories and books. Lord Digby Jones is an amazing speaker, you know, was a politician. And it's all about finding those voices that our guests are going to be interested in, but also able to engage within as well, you know. That's
great.
At dinner or during the day.
Big names as well.
Yeah, we have some. We've had Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, you know, but on our ships a few years ago. So we do have some big names, but they love the brand as well. They feel very much a part of the Seabourn family.
It's lovely. So Seabourn Encore returns to Alaska in 2028. Alaska is already a destination known for its dramatic natural beauty. What unique opportunities do these voyages offer guests with Seabourn?
Well, again, Alaska with Seabourn is really quite special because it's not just an itinerary. It's more an immersive experience into the great land that is Alaska. And we do that in several ways. We offer a program called Ventures by Seabourn, which is the opportunity to kayak into these small fjords or ride on zodiacs and go to the places where you know, you can really get up and close to the wildlife that you possibly can't do on the big ships that can't get into these small ports. And the itineraries are slightly different as well, because again, we're able to go to ports that the big ships
Yeah.
can't get into. So we really feel much more a part of the community there, and we engage with the communities in Alaska. I mean, it is an amazing destination. It's so huge, and you know, to see it by ship is really the best, if only way
Yeah.
to do it
To
justice.
actually visit all the places.
Mm.
Seabourn Square is often described as the living room of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
How has the refreshed culinary programme influenced the food and beverage offering there? And what new experiences can guests expect throughout the day?
Yeah, Seabourn Square is the heart of the ship, and that's where you go for information. It's like our front desk, but it's beautiful, comfy sofas and seats, and our future cruise specialist is there, and our destination experts. The shops are there as well, but also the Seabourn Square. We have a barista there. We roast our own coffee beans there. We have our own homemade gelato in the square. And you've always been able to get, you know, a small breakfast or a small lunch or a afternoon tea, just something, you know, to pick out when you don't fancy another big meal, or you've been on a shore excursion, you just fancy a nice cappuccino and a piece of carrot cake. So what we've done, and then this again is our guest telling us, is we've expanded the menu, so you can now get some cheese toasties or pizza. You know, it's just easy,
Yeah.
easy to eat,
Quick food.
easy, quick to cook food, and have that in the square as well, maybe before you then go and get ready for dinner or go out for drinks or whatever. So it looks stunning. There's new furniture in there, and I'm excited to I'm actually sailing in August. I'm very excited to
great.
see the new decor and
Where are you sailing
experience.
to in
I'm
August?
going from Dubrovnik to Athens on Seabourn Quest.
Brilliant.
So looking forward to seeing those beautiful carpets as well.
Yeah. Very jealous. But thank you so much for your time today.
Thank
It was
you.
really useful.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.